So, folks, welcome to this episode of Rumble. I have my guest today. She's a young lady, and she's in a profession which a lot of women want to get into. They all try. I don't think many of them succeed. A few succeed. So, yes, you guessed it. She's an actress. So, welcome to the show, Puvisha.
Hi.
Lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And I know that you are from Malaysia. Right. So, tell us, in what way is Malaysia different from India? I know you are Indian, but still, how is it different?
Well, Malaysia, basically, if you see, it's a little of India and little of America. It's you have both the taste.
All right.
So,
okay. That is the essential difference?
Basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What about what you learn in school? Is it considerably just learning about other countries, or does India feature in the educational system there? Did you ever learn Indian history?
No. I mean, till +2, it is not required.
Not part of the syllabus.
Which is not part of the syllabus. Like generally, like overall, we do learn a little here and there, but nothing specific. So,
like for us in India, Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, and all these people form a greater part of the history we study. Okay. Are they even mentioned in passing out there, or?
Yeah, like Mahatma Gandhi and stuff. But then again, it is basically
his impact is not felt.
Yeah, it's not as much as what.
How about the Indians there? Do they keep?
They're very, very much involved. They're very, very much
connected,
sustaining and connecting with our Indian roots. Tradition and Indian roots and stuff like that. That is.
So what are the Indian things that actually get say pushed into the foreground there? Arts, dance, craft, music.
Music, arts.
Dance, definitely.
Dance, singing, everything. Basically, whatever you get here, you get that. There's no difference.
I know you know it's different, but I mean, what is really appreciated by the local Malay Indians is
our traditional arts and culture.
How about the Malay people? Do they ever know anything about India? Are they interested in Indian arts?
More than arts, they love Bollywood.
Bollywood.
They are die-hard fans of Bollywood. Like they started dressing up like North Indians.
So do they dance like them in the pubs?
Very much. They love Bollywood songs. They are pretty much a die-hard fan of.
So they're
Bollywood.
a little extension of North India.
Yeah, they started dressing up like them. They even went to the extent of taking breaks during school times or work just to watch Hindi movies. So that was.
Okay, it comes on television or they go to theatre?
Yeah. Televisions.
Not in the theatre.
Theatre it is, but then again on television we have like how you have here, right? Sun TV. So they have that there. So they tend to watch that during.
How about Tamil cinema? Now that you have entered Kollywood and in a manner of speaking, you're doing one film in Tollywood. Yeah. How do these languages make a difference there?
Tollywood, I mean, comparing Bollywood and Kollywood, Tollywood is like much later. Like actually, overall around the world, Bollywood is like number one. And after that, Kollywood. Then comes in Tollywood.
So in Malaysia, do anybody watch Telugu movies? Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh,
there are, because I have friends who are Telugus, so they do watch.
Oh, they've also emigrated to Malaysia. A lot of Telugu speaking people.
A lot of Telugu and Malayalam. Lot of Malayalis as well as Telugus. We have lots of them there.
But Tamil will still be the biggest one after Bollywood.
Yes, that's the most majority.
So how did you get drawn into cinema? What was it?
I was actually a classical dancer. And I was also doing modeling part-time. So that's how I kind of got pulled into cinema initially.
Modeling, you were doing it here in India?
No, in US and in Malaysia.
Okay. So you what, product advertising kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, like, what do you call, print shoots. Mostly print shoots. I've done a lot of print shoots, like for bridal ads, for North Indian bridal ads, for South Indian bridal ads.
But doing that in the US?
In US and in Malaysia.
Oh, so what took you to the US? Did you go to study?
No, I was actually, I was in US with regards to my dance, my classical dance.
That's a long way to go and learn Indian
not
dance.
Learning, I was actually performing and teaching classical dance. Okay. So I was one of the youngest dance teachers who actually invited.
Set up your own little place, or you were working for somebody else?
No, I started off my own. Eventually, I started off my own. I went in first. Within 3 months, I started getting students and stuff like that, and I developed.
So, in the old days, they say that most of the well-known heroines were picked out from dance schools.
Okay.
And when I asked some of the older actresses, or previously who've been around, They say that's because in dance they teach them a lot of this expressions,
yes.
so they'll be able to say that, perform that in front of a crowd.
No, that is very much true, because see, that helps a lot in cine industry especially, because in classical 9 rasas, which means the expression, that means a lot, and that is the main thing for music, for dance.
Yes.
So for that sake, like when you get into cinema, it is a lot easier. Because we do a lot of dance dramas.
So they just snap your finger and say, okay, give me a cry.
No, of course, reality has to come in. Whereas in dance, it is more of a theatrical stuff, which is a bit over reactions and stuff top, like that. Yeah, but when it comes to cinema, it is more of realistic. So we have to tone down a little, but again, it is easy to grasp. So that is that. That helps a lot.
Yeah, so like since dance is so expressive, so it makes you probably gives you more training or more of an advantage when you get into cinema.
Definitely, it helps a lot. It definitely helps a lot, because it's easier for us to grasp whenever somebody is teaching us, a particular director or associate director, assistant director, when they're teaching us, we're able to grasp a little more easier compared to
faster.
Yeah, faster.
And then of course the fact that you are a dancer, and there's so much of dance in Indian movies, so isn't that a huge advantage too?
We get excited, because dancing is like, those who have been involved in dancing is like a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So,
but in the sense that this dance, what is Bollywood or Hollywood dancing, is actually nothing to do with regular dance.
That is true.
But the fact that you are a trained dancer would help you.
It helps a lot. Again, it's the same thing as acting. Like, it helps a lot in the way you dance, the way you carry yourself in dancing and stuff like that. It helps a lot.
So, dance is such a major part of the cinema. Do you spend a lot of time rehearsing, practicing dance, or you just go and
it depends on the particular movie. If they have time, we do a lot of rehearsals before we get there. If it's certain movies, there are limited time. So, on the spot, whatever they teach us, we work on that.
You just do that. Yeah. So this movie that you're doing now, the Telugu movie, what's the title?
Jaganayakudu.
And who's the hero?
Raja.
And he's done earlier a lot of films?
He's done more than 30 films previously.
Wow.
So one of his super hit movies were Anand.
Okay, I've heard that. So you are what they call in Hollywood a heroine.
I still say an actress, so an actor.
Okay, so they say you are an actor. So what is the work of actressing, as they say? Is it stopped with on the sets, or is it a full-time occupation? You have to be always well-dressed, not to show a bad image of yourself. Are you always conscious about that?
Now, I have to, because see, what happens is, once you get into the limelight, then when you start walking even on the streets, you have people who recognize you. So when you look back, and it becomes it matters a lot. But how you carry yourself.
Generally, they give a lot of respect to actors in this country, don't they?
Definitely. See, the people here, they look up to you as an actor or a.
They don't care if you haven't gone past second standard or the fifth standard.
Nothing matters. For them, it is like you're an actor. That's it.
And more so in Andhra is what I understand.
Andhra, they are beyond that, I would say. Based on my experiences in Tamil industry, in Bollywood and in Telugu, they worship you basically. Let it be politics, let it be acting. Like
larger
cinema.
Than life image of yours.
Oh, yeah, I had lots of fans who were. They welcome newcomers, just like how they welcome.
But that's not true for the actors, though. For the hero, they still want the old 80-year-old guys is still running around.
No, actually, seriously, in Telugu, it's not like that.
No?
No, it's not like that. I personally experienced how they welcomed each and every one of us like crazy. I'm talking about like
young girls will always get a welcome. But I'm talking about the heroes.
No,
they still seem to be pushing the old heroes, the youngsters. Are there a lot of youngsters?
Forget about Raja. I had a couple of friends who got into Telugu industry, and even their experience was the same, and they're very new to the industry, and they were like, wow, people are ready to welcome you. like how they welcome you as you're an established artist. So
there are statistics which say that in Andhra Pradesh, the people watch on average 22 films a year. So when you're watching 22 films a year, you definitely are not seeing movies only of the superstars. You will be seeing the newer people.
Newcomers.
So when you compare the two industries, who has the more crazy stories?
That I really
That's
can't.
A dangerous question.
I know that I really can't judge. And no comments because see, I'm still new, and it's very hard to say.
But cinema is generally predictable in India. I mean, you think we are sticking to the same?
Right now, no. I would really say no because you will never know how the public will react to a particular
I'm talking about
movie.
The stories which narrate to you. Are they different? Are they coming out with or more of the same?
Not really. Again, it depends on different. Like for instance, Pizza was a total different movie. So there are different movies that are coming up. People are starting to experiment. Yeah, people are starting to experiment.
You also worked with Bala in one
Yes,
movie.
I did my debut with Bala, Sir Director Bala in Paradesi.
So how was it sliding down all those tea estates and all that? Was it tough?
It was, but again, what is not like, any acting, it is tough.
It's not an easy job.
It is not an easy job. But again, you have to love what you do. So
when did you first discover that you were mad about cinema and you want to be an actress yourself?
Once I got into cinema, like initially when I got into my first movie, I was not very sure. But then it took me 1 year to realize and understand
that this is something that you can handle.
If I could handle it, because you have to be mentally and physically strong in order to get into cinema. That is very, very important. And second thing, you should not give up. If you want to come in, you want to make a difference. Not just by coming in and let's say, wow, it's very classy and stuff, and then it's not that.
And
it's
then
beyond
get married and go away.
Yeah.
No, that will happen to...
that is like eventually, that is like later part of life.
True.
Now it's like, you really need to know what you want exactly.
So did the money ever attract you?
Money is secondary.
You sure?
I'm very sure because if no, I won't be doing one movie a year. No, actually money, for me, if you ask me, really, really money is secondary because those who have passion, there are a lot of things involved, not just about money. Money is
okay, so let me hear from you. How did you choose your first story?
My initial first stories were not chosen. It was an accident, as I told you. Mm-hmm. And after that, I started looking into it. So now I'm a little more particular because now I'm getting into the...
so they take time off to come and narrate the story to you.
Yes.
And, if you suggest something, do they accept it generally, production?
Not now, not at this stage.
No?
Not
really just shut up and just... Or they don't say anything, they just ignore you.
I mean, like certain people, they're open to it. But then again, now is not the stage where we could really voice out much. So it is about, establishing as an actor first. Then later on, that comes in automatically.
So maybe then you can start suggesting a few intelligent, things to say.
I don't know how. I'm not very sure, but maybe it could.
Yeah, no, unless you know the entire script, you never know what to say at one time because all being shot front, back, you don't know what part you're doing.
Definitely, see, during shooting time, we could say, sir, can I do this? Or sir, is it okay for me to do this? That suggestion is even initial stages, yes.
All right, okay, so that's fine. That sounds good. So you told me that you did one movie with Bala, and that must have been an interesting experience because most people find that guy tough to work with. He does the most impossible things.
Yeah.
And that was a totally de-glamorized kind of role. So why did you accept it?
For me, acting is not just about looking good and being glamour. So for me, it was like when I got into the industry. After I decided that I want to get into it, I wanted to be a versatile actress.
Okay.
So, director Bala was
better or worse, as they say. Versatile. Okay, chalo, you're versatile.
Working with director Bala was a great, great experience. Like, I learned a lot of things. Being an actor, I really learned a lot of things. I think being with him was a great experience because that really helped me a lot.
So how long did the whole shoot? That movie seemed to be really long, but how long did it take you?
Not much. Actually, see, my schedule was the second schedule, which was only 55 days.
Only 55 days. People made 2 movies during that time.
No, Chennai Express was longer. We had 9 schedules.
That's Bollywood. They're crazy.
But
they love to waste money.
with director Bala, I think he's a brilliant technician. He is a very, very brilliant
How about all your
technician.
co-stars? You all hang out in the same place wherever we shooting. Where was the shooting going on?
Our shooting was taken place in Kerala, and then after that we shifted to Theni, Periyakalam. So with Bala sir, it was more of strict, disciplined, like
so you start bright and
on
early in the morning,
work.
or when is there some timings?
Yeah. We wake up at about 3:34 in the AM, and then we get ready by 5-6, and then
so all this talk they talk about people coming at the end of the day, shoot, just get back to your room, go crack open a bottle of scotch or maybe vodka, have a drink, all that.
We don't do that.
You don't do all that. You just sit there quietly, have your dinner. We
get hungry, we eat, and then we go to bed.
And then get up in the morning and do it again. And is that what it is you've been hunting for? Stardom, is that what it is?
No, but again, see, you're learning a lot of things. It's not just about acting.
I mean,
you learn a lot of things.
Eventually the film has to do well.
Yeah. Not that. See, for instance, Paradesi, when I went there, I had no clue. But the moment you start talking to people there, that's when you realize it is what really happened there. So I learned something that I didn't know.
Oh, you mean the history part of it? Like this is how the white people exploited us and then we exploit ourselves.
The life about a tea planter, how they've gone through and stuff like tree laborer,
Okay.
So that was very difficult, and it is something that I never knew. See,
was it the first Tamil picture you
It was my debut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did you get noticed? Did you get nice things written about you?
Not to that extent, but at least I had many of them who called me and said...
So you're proud saying that, hey, watch that movie, I was there in that role.
Yes,
it is something that you...
I'm 200%
What happened
very
after
proud.
that? You did another movie. Yeah.
Yes. While I was dubbing Paradesi, I had a friend who called me and said, see, there is Chennai Express audition going on. Why not you go try?
Oh, that's a biggie from Bollywood.
Yeah. So I was shocked because I said, I don't know, since it's Shah Rukh Khan's combination and stuff. And he said, no, why not you just try? You'll never know. And that's how I went for the audition.
Which is held where? Here?
Yeah. At Satfire in Vallur Kotam. And after 6 months, I got a call.
So what do they do? They ask you to act something out, or they give you a line? Or
they actually told me the situation. This is what's going to happen, and you have to talk about this. They gave me a couple of dialogues, very simple dialogues.
So was anybody else interacting with you?
Yeah, it was another guy and myself. So I should.
So there's a fake Shah Rukh Khan opposite you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And they wanted me to come in typical South Indian pakka Tamil ponna. So I had to wear all my.
Oh, you did all that part.
Yeah. I came in pakka with all that, because when I came in with jeans, they told me we don't need this. We need a typical Tamilian.
Okay.
So I came in with traditional after that.
So they gave you all the costume?
No, I went back home and I got ready and I came back.
All right. I mean, that movie, of course, went all over the world and made a lot of money also. So that's a good visiting card for you to say, hey, I acted in that movie.
I think both has really given me a great thing, because this is critically acclaimed and that was commercially acclaimed.
So was this the follow-up to getting those two good movies, the third one that you are doing now?
Yes.
They noticed you there and called you?
Somebody from Facebook actually noticed, couple of them, and they suggested my name to this particular movie.
Producer.
And without having an audition, without sending in my proper portfolio, they wanted me to just come in. They wanted to see me in person. That day itself they accepted, and the next day we went for shoot.
Alright, so far it sounds like a good, easy, cool ride for you. And Puvisha, I hope you really go out there and become a superstar, as they say.
Thank you so much.
It's only a matter of luck, I suppose, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Best of luck anyway.
Thank you so much.